Good morning, children. Once again, a very good morning to all of you. Okay, I think you may have heard about the word government. Government fixes price of onions, or government sought to protect rights of unorganized workers, government for revamping coal and power sector. Over 15,000 villages declared scarcity hit by government, right? Or you can say detailed plan to tackle floods soon, says government, right? So many times you heard. Nowadays also we are reading the news related. Government has taken a decision against the COVID-19. Government decided to you can say the help of the poor people. Government declared the help for the farmers. Okay, so this kind of many sentences we are listening and we heard about it and we know it what they want to tell us in that news, whether we are hearing and whether we are reading this, not only on the TV channels but in the newspaper as well. What do we think? We just consider that yes, I know the word government, right? No, everyone knows it. Then have you tried to tell someone what is government? No, everyone knows what is government. Then have you tried to tell it? What is it? What the government is? But the government plays a very important role in our lives. Then what do governments do? And how could they decide what to do? And what is the difference between different types of governments, such as monarchies, democracies, right? No, these words we heard about it. Now we are going to study all these questions in this lesson, chapter number 3. What is government? Everyone knows on the screen you may have seen this emblem, right? With this sign, symbol, emblem, whatever the word you may know about this, this is related our or my India, right? This is sign of government of India. Okay, all officials do have this symbol as a sign of our own country, that whichever officials document are there, we do have this signs. Without sign of this government of India, you cannot accept any document. Then that would be the fake document. Okay. Do you know which picture this is? Yes, correct. This is a parliament, right? This is a Sansad Bhavan, right? What we can see here, why is it famous? It's a general question. Everyone knows this picture, that's why I'm asking this question. This parliament is famous for what? Yes, because all states, legislature assembly, legislature councils, members, those were elected by us, right? And the cabinet ministers, right, are working here in a one word that you may understood. And what kind of work these ministers doing? Hmm? Everyone knows. If you have seen any DD National or the DD Sahyadri channels are there, in the morning also they are just showing this in the parliament, how these different parties working there. They are putting their state issues or their party, everywhere the parties are there and the particular respective members are there, and whichever the issues or the queries they are facing in their region, province, or in a state, they used to put forth it in the parliament in front of the speaker, right? So this is that place. So with the picture only you may got a small sentence. Here is the picture of all people, right? No? And above that we have written there, what is government? Every people knows the government. Everyone knows. But still the question is government. Then how can I say what is it? We the people decide our leader. We the people decide the rules. It means who is going to run this? People. Right? No? So we made this one. We made this government. So this is a democracy, that the people are taking decision. People made this one. This is for the people, by the people. Understood? Now think about, every country needs a government. Then what is it? Why do we need government? So government is a group of people where we are living in that particular region, province. Not only about the state but about the whole country. Okay? And that have the power to rule in a territory according to the law. This territory may be a country, state, province within a country or a region. Governments make laws, rules and regulations. Government is taking decisions to collect taxes and print money. Right? No? Just before I told the same things. So the next question increased in our discussion, and that question increased about the law. Now somewhere we understood about the government, right? Then what about the law? Who made these laws? Right? No? Law is a kind of a rule, and for this rule we need to obey about it. Once we obey these rules, then we are following the government, because that is for us, that is for our safety, that is for our security, that is for our good habits as per the good citizen. That's why we are making the laws. Understood? Okay. Suppose we can see the gardens, schools, hospitals in our particular area wherever we are living. Everywhere these facilities are available, or whether the road construction work is also somewhere going on. Again, the water supply, again the road lights, right? Nowadays, in pandemic COVID-19, the government weekly or fortnight government is distributing every local area that arsenal uh, medicine for every home, right? So these are the facilities, those were provided by the government, okay, for the people, those are living in our country. Understood? All these facilities, when they get too expensive or ways to increase the supply of electricity, also the government also takes action on many social issues. You can take any instance, like whether the program is related the poor people, whether the program is related the education, whether the program is related the farmers, right? Suppose any related the postal and the railway services, judicial offices, or the courts, that they need to take a decisions, right? So all these important things done by the government, and we are there to follow it. Government is also having the job of protecting the boundaries of the country. Just this all examples I told you related the inside the country, that what we need, maybe more than that, we need the other facilities and the availabilities also, and we are paying the taxes for it as well. But what about our boundaries of our own country, of our India? And we are protecting these boundaries, and we are trying to maintain these relations with the other countries very peacefully. And it is responsible for every citizen to ensure have enough to eat and have good health facilities as well. If there is any natural disaster like tsunami or the earthquake, drought, famine, right? It is the government that mainly organizes aid and assistance for the affected people. If there is a dispute, or if someone has committed a crime, you find people in a court. Just a previous lesson, while telling you the equality, I told you the same thing. If you don't think that I'm getting the equal things than the others or like them, then I do have a right to appeal in the court that I want justice. Whether you are discriminated by your caste, whether you are discriminated by your color, whether you are discriminated by your rich, poor, or your appearance, okay, or you are discriminated by the race, okay. So, any reason would be there, but you do have a right to appeal in the court. You do have a right to ask a justice. That's why the government organized some organizations like the judiciaries. So every state is having its local judiciary system or the courts, okay, or the high court as well. And the Supreme Court you can get it in a Delhi also. Then we do have a question, then how the government is managing all these, and why is it necessary for the government to manage it? We are the human beings, we are living together, we are working together, so there are some needs at some amount of organization. That's why we need to do some decisions, and for these decisions we need these organizations to decide. And some rules are there that everyone can apply for it. For example, we do need to control resources, protect our countries or the particular territory, so that the people can feel secure. And governments are doing all these things on behalf of their people, we the people, by exercising leadership, taking decisions, implementing this among all the people living in their territory. Okay. What is the need? That also you may understood just now. Why do we need? It is necessary that we are living here in this particular region or the territory, and as a human being there are needs to do some amount of organization to take a decision for any certain things. The real purpose of government, all other ideas such as freedom, rights, laws, order, and any other matter concerning how the government is run, is all aimed to conceive its main objective, which is the well-being of society. Laws are made to keep order. Rights are made to conserve freedom. Got one? The same thing we just discussed about it. Whether we are living in that particular region, it means we need to follow it for our welfare. Whether you may not say our region, but for our welfare, for my welfare. Understood? This is our main objective. These laws or rules or regulation, you can say, that is made for to keep order, to keep a respect for our government, to keep a respect for our society, and for this welfareness need to continue for the next generation as well. That's why we made these rules and regulation, we made these laws to obey our government for our welfare. Understood why we are making these laws and why we are obeying it? good. So, rights are made to conserve freedom, and we do have a right to speak, right? We do have a right to educate, we do have a right to get the information, we do have a right to move, to travel, right? No, we can from at home also, online we can buy a ticket of Simla, Kulu Manali, of Kerala, right? No, so that time government never ask why you are going there. But if you are crossing the boundary of our own India country's border, if you are crossing to enter in another country, that time definitely they are asking why you are going there, right? No, so in our India we do have a right, and these rights are made to conserve freedom. Understood? One more important purpose of this government, you can see, the government balances the goals and decides the mixture of policies for society. The government seeks to balance the interest of the individual with the interest of the community. The government is rooted in the power of the people. The government's most important purpose is protection. Whether the protection is related the food, whether the protection is related to our boundary, whether the protection is related to our education, whether the protection is related to the different insurances, but yeah, they are putting it. And for that insurances also the IRDA will decide to whom we are going to allow what kind of policies. Okay, so the government balances these goals and decides the mixture of policies for society. Now, for the society policies, what are these society policies that they have balanced by taking a different decision to welfare for the society? And government seeks this balance, the interest of every person, whether the person is from different communities, because in India there is no any one particular community, whether the person is from any kind of community that we have seen in previous lessons. Okay, so it is not showing the interest for any particular country or religion, you can say, or any caste, you can say. Okay, so the government seeks the balance wherever they are showing this interest of this every person. It is not compulsory that it is from the particular community. Okay, so every individual is important. Understood? So this government is rooted in the power of the people. Okay, who the people are? We the people. Every person is very important in the group. And how we can make the group? If we are united. Understood? So this government is rooted in the power of the people. Understood the meaning? That's why the government is protecting us as a citizen of this country, as a people of this country. Okay. Now, here you can say governments do this on behalf of their people by exercising leadership, taking decisions, implementing these among all the people living in their territory. Okay, so whenever they are managing this system, they need some leaders from every region. All people cannot come at that particular state and cannot deal with them. So there the government appointed their leaders, that these leaders, through these leaders they can get the people's opinions, people's decisions, okay, the people's queries, like that. So how this government is going to manage at the particular levels, that we are going to learn. So here I have shown you the diagram. Here you can see in a green color government of India, then the state government or governments, divisions, districts, or you can say the Zilla Parishad. Again Zilla Parishad, the different facilities or the different organizations are there, okay, like municipal council, municipal corporation, or the local government like Panchayati Raj. From villages also you can start all this structure, okay. In short, I'm telling you again, we'll start from the villages, like village panchayat, intermediate panchayat, district panchayat, okay. Then in a city area we do have the Nagar Panchayat, Municipal Council, Municipal Corporation. Now wherever we are living in Katraj area, last year also I told to these people or the student that we do have a local government, but this local area is considered as a village or the city. These two questions needs to keep in your mind. First, we are living in village or we are living in urban area. Decide it. And how you have decided, keep that point also in your mind. How could you know that you are living in village? How could you know that you are living in urban area? Okay, like that. So if you are living in village, absolutely there is a panchayat, okay. If you are living in any urban area, like there are some companies like IT companies and all, then there is a municipality. Then again in municipality, which kind of government? Municipal corporation, okay. Then at the Pune district level, there is a district panchayat, okay. And for the urban area, there is a municipality. And for the panchayat, we do have a village panchayat, intermediate panchayat, district panchayat, okay. And at the city level, we do have a Nagar Panchayat, municipal council, municipal corporation. Municipal council, we can find it at the try to develop area. It means not the complete developed or not at the village level also. That society or that particular region is going to develop at that way or at that path to develop. That kind of area is considered for the municipal council area, okay. Understood this? So the government is responsible for so many different things. You can think of how it manages to do all this. And this government works at this different level: local level, state level, national level, okay. So this panchayat level, municipality level, wherever we are living, these are the local government, village panchayat, intermediate panchayat, district panchayat, nagar panchayat, municipal council, municipal corporation. So according to that area we do have this difference in the government. Okay, so this is a local government, and whichever the decision has been taken by the local government, that is informed to the state government, and from the state government a report goes to the union government, central government. Okay, so at this three level the government is working. The local level means in your own village, town, locality, wherever we are staying. That is a local level. And the state level would mean that which covers an entire state, like complete Maharashtra. We are living in Pune, but the area where we are living, that is not a village also, that is not a complete city also. So it is a town area. Okay, and this town area is in which state? Maharashtra. Okay, so the state level would mean that which covers an entire state, like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Haryana or Assam. Okay, and the national level relates to the entire country, the whole India. Understood till here? Okay, then how this government function at the state level, at the central level? Okay, that also we are going to study. Now we'll think about this one we just read, right? The law. What is law? The definition of law is a set of conduct rules established by an authority, custom, or agreement. This law is set of conduct rules. Those were established by, who has established? An authority, custom, or agreement is done, that this law is made by this government and we need to obey it. We need to respect this law because this law or the rules is set for our welfare. Understood? For example, you can say whether the law is related to the traffic or the driving a vehicle. You must get the license before driving that vehicle, right? So to get that license we need to follow some rules, giving examinations, passing it, then only you will get the license. You need to get a license. It doesn't mean that you cannot purchase that license by paying the rupees only. Okay, you need to give the exam, then only you will get the license, otherwise not. Understood? So without these laws, the government's power to make decision is not of much use. So without this kind of laws, the government never get a power to decide what to do. It was a basic law related to the motorcycle that I gave you the example. You can, very general law you can take to clean the city. Everyone knows it. But do we really follow sometimes? Suppose we are traveling somewhere and just we have finished the water bottle. Do we keep that empty bottle in our bag? Definitely we try to find the dustbin where to put that empty bottle, plastic bottle, right? Some people throw it from the window as well. For them, whether it is not useful for the next moment, but the people should think what to think. By doing this, we are creating the garbage on the road. We are creating the pollution, and that pollution is made up by plastics that we used every day. Right now, we do have a campaign to avoid the plastics. Right now, that's why nowadays also we are using our steel bottle or the metal bottle. But something is there that we are using the plastic material nowadays also. Right now, so whether the law is, if we are abide by the law, but still somewhere we are breaking it. That's why we need to obey these things. And for this, we need to know what is law, what is government, and all these are for us only. All these are for me only, for my welfare, for my society welfare. Understood? So, in addition to any actions that governments can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. If a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job because of their religion, caste, or approach, they can approach the court or they can claim that the law is not being followed. So the court can give the orders about their should be done, that this person is discriminated. This one we have seen in a previous lesson also, that every person is having a right to appeal in the court that I'm facing this problem, I'm facing this query that has not been followed by the other people, and by the name of this caste, religion, or the color, race, I'm facing the problem. So I do have a right to ask the justice for the government. Understood? So that is a law, and that was made up for us, for me, for the society. Okay, for our welfare. So we need to obey these laws. And this was run by the government. Understood, everyone? Thank you, all of you. Now, this was the first part of this session. Once you understood the laws and the government or the levels, local level, state level, union government, or the central government, then we can proceed for the next, that is about the types of government in the second part of the chapter 3. What is government? Understood? So, if you have a textbook, keep reading these lessons that we have completed. This is your homework. And I hope for the next session, you will inform me that you have read this lesson. Okay? And the previous lessons also. And complete the PDFs that I have given you last week. Okay? Complete this PDF on the same date or the before date. Fine? complete that work on the same time. Thank you, all of you.